episode, brand new week.
Kenzie on the mic.
Well, baby.
Flamingos podcast.
Podcast, man. That's a shit. Let's go.
Hope everybody out there is doing well. This is the Flamingos podcast. This is Ziad.
Kenzie on the mic.
And a whoop.
And a brand new week, brand new vibes. And you know, the rest of the shit that we usually say. How you doing, gentlemen?
I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm doing fine. What about you?
Oh, up.
I'm doing great. What about you guys?
Since I moved back here, Awab somehow here. Kenzie came
All the way from
here.
yeah,
خلاص, no more details. All the way.
we're all here.
all the way.
Nobody knows where it is.
Exactly. When.
Exactly.
It's past his bedtime.
Yeah.
Past anybody's bedtime, to be honest.
Anyone around the world, we record. Maybe we are the only guys that record super late at night.
Yeah.
And all of this just to put out a show. Weekly show
Imagine the
that we're not
efforts.
getting paid for. All of this is for free. Can you imagine?
I can.
Because it's happening.
That's
right
my
now.
day.
That's what
That's my
we're
day.
doing. That's what we're doing right now.
But yeah, how was your weekend?
My weekend was fine. Alhamdulillah, everything is good. Yeah. Nothing special.
لخص.
Nothing special.
Search deep down there in your thoughts.
You probably didn't go out.
Didn't meet anyone.
And now I met a bunch of guys.
Bunch of guys.
Very specific.
Very.
Yeah, but nothing.
They're not
nothing.
even special.
No, nothing special.
They're a bunch of guys.
I watched a documentary that we are going to talk about. I watched this.
Genius.
Yeah, and
Genius.
I read a couple articles, interesting articles.
About?
The variety of things: crypto, trading, investing.
So that's your weekend.
That's my weekend.
It's a dad weekend.
It's
It's a dad weekend.
It's crazy.
it's going to be this way.
It's wild, man. And I'm mad if I don't know how you were able to
Very well.
come
I
here
know.
and record today.
Very well.
Yani.
Very well.
This lifestyle is hectic that you're living right now.
It is.
Any articles and a documentary?
Yeah.
Woo, crazy.
But I ended up playing some games, video games. If that's
Oh
I'm meeting a bunch of guys.
amazing, yeah. I met my friends. Actually,
Bunch of guys.
not a bunch of guys. Yeah. No disrespect there, but
To the bunch of guys.
that's how it is. How that. I guess my weekends is boring to you guys. But it's. I find my pleasure
Enjoy.
in these type of stuff recently. So
That's good.
Unlike the exotic pleasure that you had last week. You mentioned in the pod.
did I?
The love that how a person should love, or I don't know what that we talked about. He brought up very
I honestly
exotic.
forgot.
Yeah. Sure.
It's your dirty
I
mind
was
or
going to
whatever.
say that's where he finds his fun, since we talked about it last week.
What?
I was going to say that's where he finds his fun,
Yeah.
since we talked about it last
yeah.
week.
Yeah. What about you, Awab? How was your weekend?
My weekend was great.
That's great. Good to hear. fun?
I'm gonna get into, or we're gonna get into what happened on the weekend, because we were both there,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's
I was in
basically.
many places. Not
It
one
was many
place.
places, but for the most part, it was that one place that we went to that we're gonna get to later on.
Yep. Life is moving very fast. I feel old already, and yet I'm enjoying this. I'm a nomad, and this is how I feel now. I feel like I'm a
Is
nomad.
this another word for homeless?
Maybe.
The
Maybe.
professional way of saying.
Oh,
I'm
home.
homeless.
What is home to you? What's your definition of home
What's the definition of home?
for
Oh.
you or you?
For me, I think home is the place where you find your comfort, where you can. A place where you really can. I don't know. Get lost or not get lost. Get away from all the distractions of life. You know, that's should be the definition for
You're
home.
an expat in this country.
Yeah.
Is this home for you now? Since you found comfort.
You're talking about the. Okay.
No, I'm not country overall.
Uh-huh.
So now you found comfort over here, right? Is this your home now?
I guess so. Yeah, I can consider this as my home.
Going back to Sudan now, would you still consider it home?
Yes. Also, because I spent a couple of years there in Sudan, and I think also I can consider it home because I adapt, or with the time that I spent here and there, I'm capable to adapt easily to the.
So it's easy for you to set up a home.
Exactly. Yeah. But for example, when I spent a couple of months back in 2019 and 18 in Europe, I didn't feel home.
Why is that? Although you were in a safe place.
Yeah, I was in a
alone,
safe. Yeah, I was in a safe place, and But I think the community itself plays a big factor of defining the place that you call home. So your interact.
So communities also that in that place that you're in also plays a factor in you calling the place a home.
Big factor, and I remember that I recall one of the major things that really irritated me, or really took me away from thinking that
this can be home.
This can be home is that is this really the place where I want to raise my kids, and how long it's going to take me to fully adapt and fully emerge with the society over there. Is it going to be an easy thing? So I spent a couple of days thinking about it, because I was asking how if I'm going to migrate to Europe and to settle down there, what it's going to be. So yeah, it's a bit
place
tough.
where you're comfortable, but you don't call home.
Yeah, I don't call home. Yeah,
because of the lack of the communities that you relate to.
Lack of the community. Also, it depends on the cultural stuff or the cultural things that you grasp from the place where you were born. You know, all of these cultural attitude, cultural any things that you grasp from the culture itself. When you go somewhere else and you miss those things, for example, you miss the call for the prayers. You miss saying hi to the guy who gives you karak at the cafeteria. Those type of small things, really matters
to you.
It really matters to me. Yeah. And I feel comfortable when I'm surrounded with this type of stuff that I was born and raised and got around me, and I got used to it. So yeah.
What about you? What was your definition of a home? Or
My definition of a home, regardless of country, place, or region, to me it's a space where I feel free.
Okay. Free in what sense?
Free in every sense of the term. Like free in the sense of doing what you want to do, kicking back, relaxing, working, connecting. You're free to.
So an environment where you feel.
Well, you feel freedom.
Okay, that's everywhere. It can be for you that you would call home.
Yes, anywhere where I can feel free, not constricted, not hindered, is a place I can adapt.
So you won't relate family, having someone, relatives around you, communities, just like what Kenzie said, would make you feel like home also? In a place.
That's a valid point. Maybe connection, you can add, like, connection is a part you can add to.
Okay.
Like being connected to something or to your origins, yeah. But like speaking of a place that you can because you can plant roots, you can connect to anywhere you go to.
True.
Wherever you travel, wherever you live, you can connect. But will you feel comfortable?
Yeah.
Will you feel free to connect? Will you feel free to not connect with?
Would you relate comfort with your freedom also?
No, the freedom.
You won't care about being comfortable or not.
No, it's the freedom. It's the mental freedom.
Okay.
That you feel like you can go towards any direction that you want to go to, and have that space for yourself.
So it's either easier for you than Kenzie to set a place as a home, in some sense.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Well, for me, back to the what I said earlier. I'm more thinking towards home. I shouldn't have this idea. I should be more of a nomad. There's no place for me, that I would call home.
Because you're living in the
there-
planet Earth,
No,
for
no,
example,
but,
because
no,
the
no, no.
planet Earth
but,
is your
but
home.
then there are stations. There are stations, where
Okay.
I settle for a while and then bam, and I wouldn't care about comforts, communities or whatever. But it can be a place for me to work towards whatever I want, or just like, for example, okay, we're here now, right? In this country, I'm an expat, right? Wonderful, safe, all of that, but still, I wouldn't call it home at the end of the day, because I'm here. I would call it more of a station, because I'm a nomad right now.
So there's
I'm
no home
working.
for you, basically.
Exactly. I'm working. I'm getting whatever I want.
So you're
you know.
homeless.
It's not homeless as in the sense of homeless.
In the sense of being
A
home.
nomad. Yeah.
No, because you literally just said you don't have a
And I
home.
can't go back to my country now, and because I've been away so much from it for so many years that it's hard for me now to adapt again. And there's nothing for me there,
But
family.
But doesn't that
But
contradict?
I wouldn't relate myself to family at the end of the day for my comfort, because it's me.
But doesn't that contradict the fact that you're a nomad? Is like being a nomad is being able to move around a lot and to connect with everywhere you go to.
Yes.
So even if you do go back to your country,
Yes, I
then
would,
you
I
won't-
would
you
stay there
won't
for a
have
while.
Yeah.
Station there for whatever reason that I have to finish over there, mission or whatever, that job that I have, and then I'm ready to move. But I won't just settle and call it home. I wouldn't.
So you
just,
never see yourself settling?
No. In my home country, I don't
Yeah,
see
but-
that
but
anymore.
Not your home country, generally.
This
like-
definition would
I
change.
hope not, because this is not the lifestyle that I like.
Yeah, let me tell you something. But this definition that you or mindset that you're setting yourself to, it will change with time. So
That's true. It can be.
yeah,
But this is the thing. I look at people that settle up and find homes or create their environment of a home. Irritating to me. Like, I don't like this, and I've never liked this, and I've always put it in my head that, as in, what? Just don't settle in one area or one place or one station. Do what you have to do for that time period that you have, and then just move on.
Yeah.
Experience, because listen, the most thing that would inspire anyone in this life, artist, whatever it is, right? Creative, a business owner, a fucking entrepreneur, is experiencing. And this is the thing that I would love to do the most in life. Experiencing, going, experiencing different shit. I would never try to, or want to settle and build up a home, or like feel home in a place, in a certain, relate to a certain area, So yeah,
That's understandable.
yeah.
Because I
You-
think it's
you-
close. I think it's close to what I meant about being free. Because
yeah.
that includes the nomad life. It's the freedom to move. It's the freedom to change what you want.
Yeah, but then I'm
Change
not.
what your goal is.
This is the thing. I wouldn't relate it to anything, because I don't care if there's no freedom in that place, because I would
What do you
keep
mean?
in my head that
So if you go to a place that you can't move away from,
no,
that's freedom.
This is I understand. This is a very narrow perspective through what's freedom or home or whatever it is. I would still station myself over there for a while, and whether my stay over there is not comfortable, I would still adapt to that.
yeah,
You
but
know?
comfort doesn't have anything to do with freedom.
And if I don't have the many communities relations, I wouldn't care. If I'm not
Still
that
has
free in
nothing to
that
do with
area, even if my restrictions and moves or whatever, I would still comply or adapt to whatever I'm in for a time period, and then I would just move.
That's
You
freedom.
know, that's not really freedom.
That's exactly. Okay.
At the end of the day, it's with the time. The more you,
Mindset will change.
I don't know. I feel like you want to travel a lot. You want to see the world and all of these type of stuff.
No, it doesn't have to be me traveling either. Yeah,
okay.
Just
It's just
change the
change.
whole, change the whole scenery, maybe change the whole,
okay.
experiencing that I'm experiencing here and there.
But I
mean,
think
listen,
what Kanzi is trying to say is
would-
that with time, that perspective will change.
Yeah.
No.
You'll lean more into
I would-
settling
Exactly,
down
exactly.
and having
But this is the thing. I might
a
be
stable
saying
environment
this.
around you.
I
Basically,
might be saying this. I would love this to happen,
Yeah,
but yet
yeah.
nothing. You know, not
Nothing
everything
happened,
in life that we want really happen. You know, you just have to adapt to what you get eventually.
I can give you a glimpse of my experience.
تفضل.
From
Glimpse.
2018, 2019, I traveled a lot, like a lot. You know, I felt like I don't know what's gonna happen to me the next month, where I'm going to be. In the beginning, it was I was so excited,
But then it gets.
but by the end of, I mean, like after 2 years, I was like, when they tell me you have to go to, for example, you have to. I was supposed to go to Russia, just before COVID, to give a training over there, and I was like, nah. And the city, I know about the city. It's called Kazan, I think. It's very cold, and whenever they send me to a country that is very cold, I
Hate your life.
hate it. You know.
How do these cabin crews live?
Exactly. I keep wondering. Yeah, I keep wondering what exactly.
The jet lag, the time
jet
differences
lag.
that they go through, the whole lot of shit.
They
It's
get paid a
it's
lot.
painful. It's painful. Believe me.
Not really.
they do like an entry level.
I don't know. They get maybe at the end you get used to it, but it's not pleasant. It's not something
I
that.
think they are the perfect maybe definition of a nomad. Maybe.
But they settle down sometimes. You know.
During vacation.
I think so.
During their vacations, that's when they just stay in one area for a longer period of time. If they're not on call.
Anyhow,
Anyway, moving on. The man can't keep on staying off
social media.
news, social media, whatever it is. By the time maybe that this episode is out, the album maybe is out. Yet, what's really interesting, and again, Kanye is once again pushing all the narratives and all of that bullshit. And he decided that Donda is not going to drop on all streaming platforms. He went on a rant on streaming platforms and how artists do make only 12% of whatever it is that they get. They don't get real money. It's all based off streams, something that we've talked about more than once. We've sent out messages to all the artists in our region about streaming platforms and all of that, and we're going to get more deep into that in the future. Kanye decided that his album is going to drop only on STEM Player, his STEM Player. Apple took off the deal, pulled the deal from Kanye, and they decided that they're not also going to be covering his live performance, just like how they did before on Apple Music. Whole lot of shit. Kanye is wilding out again. What do you guys think about his move?
So they are not.
With
They are
the
not.
STEM player.
They are not
No.
broadcasting the live performance just because he's not putting the.
Yeah, because
the
he's not going to be
don't
there,
do
and they had a deal. You know,
Ah, okay.
just like
Alright.
the deal that they had of them, you know, working together on all of these videos and stuff, and it's not there anymore. So yeah,
See, whenever it's an orthodox
yeah.
method,
Yeah,
and it's something new,
yeah.
I like it.
Okay,
And this time he's bringing a tech piece, which is the STEM
it's
player.
been out for a minute.
It's been
now,
out for a
right?
minute, yeah, but
it's interesting that
he's
you know,
using it
Yeah, now.
to the fullest right now,
Yeah.
and that is very, very, I don't know. And the fascinating is the numbers that he shared also on Instagram. The numbers of sales
It's 2.2 million so far, I think.
in a very short time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
and,
And
what,
also
for $200 this time.
$200, and I
That
checked the
shit's
technology
expensive.
behind it, how they slice and dice the stems and how they put the vocals, beat and stuff, and the way the way how I was watching a YouTuber who was reviewing the player, so he was explaining that in order for the not for the artist, for anybody who owns the STEM player, and if you want to add MP3 songs into it, you can upload it through a portal or a website, and then it will be downloaded into your STEM player with the stems
available for
available for you to
the way
mix
that you
whatever that MP3 is. So that AI embedded in that in the player itself is something fascinating.
It's
I
a
guess.
Chinese company that did this, I think, or Japanese.
Definitely.
I'm not sure.
The parts will be assembled in China. So, but the idea behind it is, I think he's shifting something. I think he's bringing something new to the table.
Do you
I
guys
like
think
it.
the album's coming out tomorrow, or it's
Might
coming
be
out? خلاص?
Honestly, I think the STEM player is
bullshit.
like all what's happening right now is it's not a
Marketing.
move, but it's something he's doing to pursue Apple, to push Apple to give him the deal he wants.
Apple?
Yeah, Apple,
Okay.
because they pulled out on a deal that he.
But that's after his announcement. That's when they pulled it out. They pulled the deal. After he announced that the album's not going to be on Spotify, Apple,
but-
and all of those.
He announced it because something happened with Apple.
I'm not sure. I don't know. Okay.
That's what I think happened. I think
okay.
he announced it because something happened with the deal with
Okay.
Apple,
Okay.
and the STEM player is basically merchandise.
Do you think it's overpriced?
Of course it is,
Okay,
but I think it's merchandise.
definitely.
That's giving a good push, and I think that sometime in the future, I don't think the album's gonna drop tomorrow,
Okay.
especially with everything's happening with distribution and لأنه you can't يعني okay, Apple are giving 12% وما أعرف الحاجات دي كلها لكن أنت you still need reach.
I mean, it's Kanye. At the end of the
It's
day.
Kanye,
Doesn't
but you still need reach.
that much of a
يعني
reach.
Kanye will definitely have 1 billion streams by the end of the year, صح? Definitely by the end of the year.
Yeah.
You're taking away, if you take away these billion streams,
Okay.
how many are you gonna get from the STEM players?
This is the thing. The STEM player is not streams anymore.
The STEM player is like you buying the album.
Yeah, that's it. You'd have the album. So I
But
think it's people.
I think the album's gonna get postponed, and it's gonna after it gets postponed, it's gonna be down up on
all streamings.
all streamings.
Well, I don't think so. I think it's going to be now on STEM player for a while now, and then it's going to be on any streaming
platform.
Just
Yeah,
like- it's a move that.
it's a move to milk
Because
the.
remember back in the
product
days when
itself?
Magna Carta came out and it was only available for 2 weeks on Samsung Galaxies.
Yeah.
Because he made a deal with Samsung at that time. It was released only on Samsung. It took like 2 weeks to 3 until it came out on Apple and all of those stuff. Yet it's Kanye. You never know. It's a great move. It's pushing the usual things, him pushing the narrative. I mean, listen, if artists don't unite together to fight those streaming platforms in the way that they get paid for the streams, it's never going to change.
But if you think of it from a different perspective, by providing this music in a specific player, are we going back? Are we going back in time? Because you know
it
that.
sounds like an MP3 player.
Yeah, because you know how the revolution of music with the devices, then CD player, MP3, and then
streaming, yeah.
and then streaming, right? So now he's pushing
Taking
the
it
people,
back
taking it back. So
step.
is it? I don't know.
I don't know. Listen.
Merchandise.
Yeah, the
It's
STEM
a-
player is
I think
more
it's
of a
version.
merchandise.
Yeah,
I think it's more
he even mentioned
yeah.
that this is the first Yeezy tech product or something like that. So
It's Kanye, man.
yeah, let's see how it goes.
Genius is out. First episode of an installment of 3 episodes, right?
Trilogy, yeah. It's
So trilogy. You guys watched it. What do you think of it?
Actually, I didn't get to finish it.
Where did you get?
وصلت لما نركب السيارة. No, I didn't get to finish it, but I'll get around to it this week.
You have
And
it.
what do you think of what you watched so far?
I didn't know the beginnings. Like, it's not that I didn't know. Like, we all hear the stories, but
We've
it's
seen somehow videos here and there
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's different when you see it كده told, collected and told
Yeah.
in order for you to understand how he manifested what he was saying all these years ago.
Yep.
That's
What do you think, Kenzie?
I think this documentary is amazing.
Okay.
Too much footage that we didn't even had the chance to see, and I don't know. They gave us a part of Kanye's life that we didn't know, and I was so amazed by Don, his mother personality. So it was amazing knowing that part of her life and his life. But yeah.
Why are you looking at? I think the term that we in the past 3, 4, maybe 5 years, we started calling that there is an old Kanye, a new Kanye. This documentary gives us that there's only one Kanye. There's no an actual old Kanye and new Kanye, because since day one, and before this guy even blows up, he was recording a documentary. That's number one. You know, he's working on a documentary since day one. And he said that this is a documentary. Usually, artists would have someone who would be there for them, collecting footage, and that's it. And not in every, you know, no, but
it's crazy how
they
long
were
it took,
there the whole time, you know? How the whole city was fighting him, or everybody in the industry never believed in him as a rapper. He wanted to show them that, hey, you know, I'm one of the most genius creatives out there. To me, people that calling Kanye nowadays crazy, they just didn't know Kanye well enough. Especially, like, you know, the masses, you know, the people who listen to Kanye, or, you know, like, know Kanye. I'm not talking about the artists or whatever, because these people know Kanye. You know, we've never seen artists talking about Kanye that, now Kanye back in the days was this and now Kanye is that. It's just always media outlets, people that don't know Kanye, that talk about him in that sense, right?
Yeah.
Yet, what we've seen from the first episode, no, this man was this since day one. You know, he never changed. He is a creative. He is a genius in his own way. And wow, Sarah.
And also, I like the fact that he didn't give up, and he
never gave up.
He never gave up. He was pushing. He went to Rockefeller. He was like,
nobody minded him at that time.
Yeah, he was playing his CDs and demos.
Yeah.
And demos to the people over there. And he also manifested everything that he said.
Yeah.
And this is really inspiring. So I was really inspired by this documentary.
It is a very
it was an
inspirational
eye-opening for me,
documentary,
and it should for everybody, I guess.
Yet this made me think of, he is the best. Okay, he is one of the greatest artists in our era. The past 10 years or more, even more. What's your definition of an artist, for you guys to call someone an artist? Okay, so if a painter, do you call any painter an artist? Do you call any musician an artist? Do you call any actor an artist?
For me, I think an artist is a person who is capable of expressing himself or herself through art. So, should I define an artist based on how good his art is?
How do you define an artist, or for you, a person to call him an artist?
To call a person an artist, I need to measure his art and put it in a place where his art is so appealing to me, so I can.
What does it have to do to you for him to call him an artist? Because, you know,
I need to feel.
It's subjective, right? For you to call anyone an artist or whatever it is.
I think
because every person perceives.
I need to connect and relate to his art. That's one thing.
Okay.
And I think we discussed it before that you need to really feel the artist emotion through his art. So for example, if a painter is painting a paint and
you feel connected
feel connected to that paint, then you appreciate his art, and in that way I think
you would call him an artist.
Exactly.
Not just a painter, right?
Definitely, yeah.
What about you, Awam?
I don't see it like that. I have a very completely different perspective. Okay, I'll give you an example. If you have an ophthalmologist or a surgeon, those are doctors.
Yes.
So if you have a painter,
yes.
If you have a singer,
okay,
if you have a dancer, those are artists.
Not necessarily. They can be entertainers.
Singing is a form of art.
Yes.
dancing is a form of art.
Y-
So
yes.
everyone that practices that form of art,
But then
professionally, is an artist.
Artist. The word artist is a heavy word.
Not
You
really.
can't just call anyone. Okay, then you have a fucking bad painter. You would still give him the word artist. You would still
Yeah.
call him an artist.
He'd be a bad artist, just like a bad doctor. It's I'm saying everyone who does
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
anyone.
This is your perspective at the end.
Yeah,
of
this is
how
my
you-
because if you look at it simply, what's his name? Kodak Black is an artist.
Okay.
Kanye is an artist.
Okay.
Kodak Black is a bad artist.
You lost me there, but yeah.
No, like
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean is
yeah.
that art, like singing, dancing, acting, all that is a form of art. So everyone who does that, like think of it as a profession. An artist is a professional. You have good artists, you have bad artists, and all like whether they're good or bad, that's subjective. But you cannot deny them that they're an artist.
Okay.
That's my perspective about it.
For me, I would think of it in a way more like, no, I'm more detailed into this. Because every person with every profession, I wouldn't just call him by an artist. Like, for example...
It's like you saying every person that studied medicine is not a doctor. Or that practices is not a doctor.
But this is a different thing. There's a doctor,
Man,
the
I'm
whole
taking
doctor
it-
thing. No, I'm talking about the word artist because it has its own... You know, it has its own meaning. Like...
Yeah.
You
For
know,
example, if
yeah, you
if I
can't just
yeah.
you know, the word artist is a heavy word. It's something that you give to someone
Yeah.
when they're they're good. You appreciate these people.
Yeah, for
You know,
example,
this guy
if
is
some-
an artist.
Yeah. For example,
You know?
sometimes Yad he puts he chooses like a magnificent covers for the episodes, and sometimes I wanted to comment and put a comment like this is art, for example,
Oh,
or
okay.
art.
Okay.
So when you define an art, I don't put levels into it.
No, but right
if
now
it's
you're
awesome,
talking about
if it's
art as
if it's
like-
awesome, then I categorize it as an art.
As an artist.
and if it's not awesome,
If it's
what do
not
you
awesome, then
categorize it?
it's
it's just a
It's-
picture.
piece of piece of
but
shit.
this
Yeah,
is for
something.
Me, no, the person that put it, yeah, for example, a painter, if he's doing a great, but see, for me, an artist, he has to tick certain boxes. You know, for example, a painter that paint
But a
should
painter
resonate,
is a
I would
type
s-
of artist.
Yes, it's a branch,
Yes.
right? But yet, he has to do things, tick boxes, for me to call him an artist now. For me now, he's just a painter. Then he has to tick certain boxes for me to call him an artist, even if it's a branch. But he didn't earn the name yet, to me. You know? So
I
he has,
understand.
he has to tick so many boxes. Like, for example, all right, Drake is an entertainer.
He is an artist.
Nas is a rapper. I wouldn't call him an artist. He's a rapper to me.
Does he not practice a form of art? Is
Kanye-
rapping not a form of art?
Yes, it is. But then to me, he's
I
not
think-
a full.
I know,
He's
I'm-
not a full, full all-rounder artist because if he, but if he has to do it, then his songs has to, from the beat to take so many stuff, and then his flow, that's rapping. His lyrics, that's rapping. But then I would rate him as a whole package. The whole album has to, sound, sonically, lyrically, tick all of those boxes. The feelings that it gives me for me to call him an artist at the end of the day. Now Kanye does that with his music. Every song that you would hear, it's a whole package. Somehow. Not all of them, but they're whole packages. From the beat, from how the transition, from how he's rapping, from the style, from whatever it is, in that song. And then you would have him over in fashion. And then, because, see, he is an artist because also Kanye is not working on the time period that we live in. He's working for us and generations ahead.
Yeah,
This
then
is what
he's
makes him also an artist.
Then he's a genius
Exactly.
artist or a magnificent
He's
artist.
providing
or
something that is timeless
XYZ
also.
artist. But
He's giving you something that is timeless. This is also a big factor for me to categorize the person as an artist. That he is producing something that is timeless. Van Gogh, well, he did paintings till today. People will look at it, resonate, think about it. Oh, that's crazy, whatever it is. But he wasn't just a normal painter. because people connected, people saw, and his paintings still today live among us. You know, people still talk about it. You still see movies talk about him.
So,
Ghani's-
how do you categorize? So basically, your categories are painter.
No, not just, I'm talking in a medium of an entertainment.
Oh,
only.
I understand you. Like,
For
you know,
what?
I'm trying to understand your
Actors.
thought process.
Yeah, actors, for example, Tom Hanks, he would give me roles of an.
So Tom Hanks is an artist.
And he's
For you.
Yeah, as an actor, he's an artist. I would call him in that division, I would call him an artist.
And if I say, let's say, I don't know, Shia LaBeouf, is he an
didn't do-
artist for you?
No, he's just an actor.
Just an actor.
Yes.
But
Because
see,
he
my
he
point is,
didn't give-
acting is a form of art.
Yes. But then it's a form of art, yet for you to earn.
And he practices
that
this
name,
form of
yes,
art.
But for him to reach and call him with that name, to give him that name as an art. Now you reach as an
والله
actor,
it's
right?
not ما هو دي الحاجة
Artist
أنا
should
شايف
be an
إنه
achievement.
it's not that calling someone an artist is not a big deal.
But this
It's
is the
you
thing.
calling them
Okay.
their profession.
But
It's
this is
like
the
me
thing, and
calling
I
you an
see it-
engineer.
And I see
I
it
know,
as
I know, but in a very simple term, his definition of art
It's
he's big, and he's not giving it to anybody easily.
Exactly, yeah.
If you want his definition of art, you need to earn it.
Yeah, it's even
The
if
artist,
you work in that,
whatever that guy is doing.
Do you apply that to all the other fields?
No, more of an entertainment field because
No,
that's
because-
where you call artists. But
Like,
yeah,
do you see a doctor and say, "Dama doctor"?
yeah, of course, yeah. A person that also comes to you, surgery was good, clean, whatever it is. Then
You are a
no,
doctor.
He's a fucking.
You know what?
He's
You
a
are
fucking. I don't
you're
know.
a doctor.
Fucked up. You're about bullshit. I'll call him anything but a doctor. But those names, you have to earn them. Those titles, you earn them. Not just by you going and studying that profession or whatever it is. No, you don't earn this shit throughout studies because not a lot
So
of
are
people
you-
that study those stuff,
Okay, so-
they really are good in it.
I think we entertained that topic.
But yeah, but regardless, man,
Yeah,
this
but
is a more in-depth talk
yeah,
about
I
it.
think, but
But you get me? Certain
get you.
names, definitions, titles.
I get you. So to you, calling someone an artist or an engineer or a doctor or
Yes.
it's a form of describing how good
Exactly,
their
the person
profession
is. Yes.
an appreciation to
it's not-
whatever he's doing. Yeah.
Yes. It's not an easy thing for me to say or give to a person.
I think that's a bit narrow and disrespectful, but okay.
Yep. Yeah, tell me something new.
No, I'm just
A narrow, a disrespectful person.
okay. If that's who you want to be, then
No, that's not. But no,
That's art.
that's art. But no, because
أنا فهمتك.
I see people.
فهمتك. أنت you're talking
give
about
these names
calling
are
someone
so
an artist
easy.
or X or Y Z
Exactly.
كطريقة مدح.
Yeah, people
كأسلوب
give it
مدح.
easily. Yeah,
I'm looking at it as دي وظيفة. بس
yeah.
that's
Very generic view of a word artist for you.
it's not a generic view. It's what it means.
Okay.
You just didn't take it to the level that
Yeah,
this-
but I took it more in an extreme
Yeah.
level for me.
أسلوب فلسفي.
It's,
It's a mindset. I think it's a
I think so.
philosophy, whatever. Yeah.
Feel
Alright.
like, Super Bowl, we talked about it. You guys watched it?
Yeah.
Sorry. And Genius is a great documentary. I loved it so far. I loved everything about it.
Even
The hour and
did
a
you finish
half-
it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I finished the whole hour and a half in 2 sessions. And boy, that shit was crazy.
It is.
It's crazy. Hove refused to give him the Rockefeller necklace, so Dame went on and gave him the necklace. Until date, he's asking for it and he's not getting it back. But yeah.
I was waiting for those scenes where Dame is.
Dame.
Oh man,
Ooh.
unbelievable. I was yeah.
But yeah. So that's why I see this guy as a genius artist. Where not too many artists are right now. But yeah, Super Bowl, we talked about it last week that is going to happen and happened the day that we released the episode. You guys watched the performance?
Yes,
Watched 50 Cent hanging upside down?
definitely.
People started making fun of him all over social media.
But he started selling merch.
People were being too harsh though.
The weight increase and all of that shit.
That was a bit.
I
too
mean,
harsh.
I don't
that's
know.
a bit of his
Like, he
own
pulled it off.
poison.
It is.
Because he
enjoyed it
takes
too.
jabs
He
at
wasn't
people.
like
Exactly.
he took it with a light heart, but
Yeah,
That's what was it.
he sold more merch of the of the G Unit
Yeah, Fitz.
Fits or whatever. Yeah. He took
Streaming
advantage
numbers
of it.
of all the albums from all the artists
Fucking-
jumped back again,
Yeah.
spiked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the whole show? Any
Crazy.
favorite scenes? Any favorite parts of the show? And
Favorite parts? I think Kendrick.
okay,
I miss seeing Kendrick.
all right.
But the whole show was dope. Like
Amazing.
it was like back in 2003.
Yeah, man.
That mixing table Dre had live on
Was
set.
it real? I thought
This
it
is
was
the thing.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was real.
Because he was doing.
I paused, and I zoomed in, and it was real.
I think
This
it's
is
real.
what fucking
Amazing.
killed me.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, there's actually stuff over there that he's shifting up and down. And then I zoom in, there is cables down.
I don't know. It could be any cables.
You know? I was like, fuck, all right.
I don't see why
That
you
shit
would be
is sick.
mixing the event mid-performance.
But, but, one thing that I've discovered is that I wouldn't really attend a Kendrick live show.
Why not?
Vocally live, he's a studio rapper. You know?
Really?
Not a live performance.
fuck
I
are you
wouldn't
saying?
go and
Okay.
watch him live
Go watch.
performance.
Okay, I'm gonna give you an advice. Go watch.
Because
Um,
the way that he was rapping,
Yeah.
he got out of breath a lot. And vocally, he didn't sound as good.
Yeah, maybe because he hasn't
You know?
performed in a while.
Exactly.
No,
that
it's
can
not
be a
that.
reason.
I know.
Go
I,
watch-
I think there was, before the performance, there was, what is it called? What do they call it?
A rehearsal.
Rehearsals. you
Yeah,
know,
like
and
in-
all of that. But still, no. But there are too many artists that you wouldn't go and watch them live, right? But they're
I don't
great.
think
And I'm not
Kendrick
saying
is-
he's not great. But I'm saying, live,
But that's why I wanted to say go watch his performance in one of the, I don't know, it was a Grammy nomination or something with a band called
when he did
Dragons.
Untitled Unmastered.
I don't know.
This is from Damn.
I think so.
Performances from Damn because he had the song from
It was like a mash between two songs, his
Yeah, I
song
think
and the band, you know, and it was this show really it showed really how good Kendrick in when it comes to performances. So I think
Listen,
in his career,
his theme for the performance was great. But
Okay.
all I'm talking about is him vocally
vocally,
live.
he wasn't.
It's not it for me. You know, like Kanye sounds different when he's performing live. He gets out of breath a lot. But then that's why he puts out a show. Now these artists, this is why they put out a show
But let me stop you
at
there.
the same time.
Sorry to say that, but you cannot judge a rapper or artist on one performance that say
No,
that
I'm
he's
not.
he's a studio rapper. You said that he's a studio
Yeah,
rapper,
but
right?
this is what it sounded to me from this show.
But-
And I'm not,
but
okay,
that's-
this
that's-
is
yeah.
I'm not that. But I'm giving you my remark from this show.
Oh,
what I've
okay,
witnessed
okay,
now
He sounded-
after,
okay.
after me seeing this, hearing this, I'm hesitant if he's there in a live show that I would really enjoy. Maybe I would enjoy the show itself.
But not
Like
him.
you get me, but not the show
Enta,
vocally.
if you want to talk about that aspect, the only person that looked natural on that stage was Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg, Eminem
Snoop
did.
Dogg was flawless.
Eminem did. Eminem sounded great. I mean, the usual.
The usual.
No, because Eminem is one of the rappers that is not different of studio songs that we, records that we hear from live. Hove is not. It's him, how he sounds on stage. That's why you see their stages are minimal. It's more of the performance, him performing more. You don't see lights, people, all of those stuff. It's a theme, and there's not too many performers around them for you to be taken away and, to be all of that. But for people like Eminem, Hove, no. That's him. Vocally, him, you focus there. This is, and maybe it's because of the songs that they do also. But still, they don't sound different from when I listen to them through my iPhone. So, yeah.
Okay.
No? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Super Bowl was great. Maybe it's one of the best I've seen. although يعني we've not been seeing
I think this is the only one I saw.
No,
لا لا
okay.
I do watch Super Bowls. And if it's a performance I'm interested in, I watch it. Like, yeah, it is one of the best.
best
To me,
ever,
because the music was, I know every song.
yeah.
Yeah. For me,
Hard to hard, Arif.
for me, it was
it was
the
dope for
only
me.
the
was a
only
great
Super
show.
Bowl that I watched from the start to the end to
It
finish.
was
Yeah.
this one, yeah.
Yeah, it was this one.
It was great. It was actually great. Dr. Dre pull up a whole fucking show that fucking hell.
And for all the young young generation out there who witnessed us so excited about this performance, we relate to these times when all of these artists, because yeah, for example, I was so happy and
Kenzie was jumping in his.
I was jumping.
You know, Jay-Z put this together, right?
Yeah. I
gonna
know
put-
this
yeah.
whole story of Dre, still Dre, and all of that.
No, not the song. I mean,
The performance?
Jay-Z is in charge of the Super Bowl halftime performances for the next 2 years. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, I know that Dre wanted to go and pick up a Burger King before the show because this is what he does, and he couldn't. He went got some McDonald's. That's his ritual before the show.
Who's that?
Dr. Dre.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Moving on to locals. Not too many news, not too many stuff, but one great experience that me and Awab went through this weekend. It's an event, a local event that happens in Dubai, initiated by Arqam. Shout out to Arqam over there. He is starting a whole movement, right? In Dubai, weekly shows for local artists.
A series of events, basically.
Yeah, on every weekend, every
Friday,
and Saturday.
Yep.
And it happened that me and Awab there for the first 2 days from this weekend. What do you think? Until you were there from the start. I do my
Yeah,
dramatic
I was there.
entrances
Yeah, I was
every-
there for the whole events. You got to support.
Of course, always.
Dope. It was
Great initiative.
It was
Beautiful.
Like we already spoke about the idea
Yeah.
that it's amazing, that we'd like to see it move on for
Flourish more.
and flourish and grow for years and years.
Yes.
I showed up on Friday. The energy was great.
Yeah.
The vibe was nice. The people were nice. Everybody was there. Performances were dope.
Yes.
Arqam came up and like he gave a glimpse or two. He wasn't meant to perform that night, but he was up there performing. The sax, the bands, the rappers
It was
that
live
were up.
performances. Yeah.
It was live performances, yeah. And on Saturday,
Arqam performed also. Shout out to all the artists that were there also on those
Yeah.
2 days. Great performances.
yeah,
Also, a couple of local artists that we didn't know about. Such an event helps a lot.
exactly.
Also, for us to get to know these people, speak about them. Also, afterwards, get the word of mouth around. Get people to know people. It was a great connection. We've seen also other podcasters over there.
Yep.
We've seen rappers also pull up over there, supporting, showing support.
It was packed on
Yeah,
Saturday.
Saturday was full house. It was nice. It was dope. I would love to see such a event flourish more and more. And it brings people together. It brings people in the industry over here
Definitely.
together, right?
Definitely, it's a touch of consistency that is needed. Consistency that is needed.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing like this happening and this is a chance to build the community from.
Yes, 100%.
Because it's an outlet. It's a place for people to come and experience. Yeah, and it's a like. Okay, so I was talking to Arqam about it. It's like, like imagine you're an up and coming artist.
Yes.
You're about to start.
Yes.
You don't have places to perform.
You don't have a place to start from.
You don't have a place to start from.
Yeah.
That's your place.
Yeah.
That's where you can go get up on the stage and get used to it.
True.
That's where you can go and learn. That's where you can go and get your music out and build the fan base.
Yeah.
That's why it's called Roots. Like,
Yeah.
that's the whole concept of it. So it's a dope concept. Something I just want to see more and more of.
And with artists, everybody in the industry over here, creatives,
And it's
all
not just
working
music.
together. Yeah, all working together. Creatives, artists, as in not just music artists. Everybody can work on together.
There's vendors,
Exactly.
painters.
For this to come even,
It's like a mom and pop. There was a mom, like literally,
yeah.
a mother and father
that we're enjoying.
like a parent
The night.
for one of our friends
Yeah.
that was there.
Yeah.
Like they were a
Yeah.
vendor there. They were selling stuff.
That's
It's-
dope. That's dope. Something very nice to see over here, especially in Dubai right now. Right. Even خلاص يعني since احنا around here.
We're Dubaians.
Around here, yeah. Dubaians now. Soon to come, Kenzie.
You guys got that covered, so
And I'll be
Let me-
staying.
let me
I'll
stay
stay.
in my
let me stay. Let me be. Let me be.
Let me be.
Let me stay in peace. Yeah.
UAE to issue cryptocurrency, crypto license. Tell us more, please.
This is for all the people who were like. No, I'm not gonna spit anything. Yeah, I'm just gonna talk facts. So for the first time, the United Arab Emirates is issuing a crypto licenses for people who are into crypto. They want to create crypto wallet. They want to develop a DeFi app. All of these terms. If you guys are there, the licensing is gonna be happening end of Q2, based on
Of the year?
yeah.
Okay.
So just to read the article, again about it, that the United Arab Emirates is preparing to issue a federal licenses for virtual assets. Virtual assets includes crypto, NFTs, and all of these good
So
stuff.
in order for you to produce NFTs now, you have to have the license?
Nope, you can do it, but later on, for example, if I want to create a crypto wallet, for example, let's just
A program as in crypto wallet? Okay.
some of these wallets, the most
They're hawks?
no. The most common one, or the most one that is used, is called MetaMask, and I think everybody is knowing that. So in the future, if a company wants to create such an application,
Within the UAE?
which is just a Chrome extension, by the way.
Oh, okay. This whole thing?
No. That's just an example.
Oh, okay.
So this wallet is just a Chrome extension that you add it to your Chrome browser, and then it, just to simplify it, it regulates the transactions between one digital asset owner to another one. So now, by regulating this and having all of these licenses in place, this will bring all the developers from outside, and it will boom the crypto market in the region. And also the aim is to transform the area or the region as a hub for these digital assets in the future. This will definitely become just like how GITEX exhibitions and all these conferences is happening. So they are seeing the benefit of holding expos and bringing all the people who love conferences, talks about crypto. Because back in the last year when I went to the crypto expo in Dubai, I noticed that all the companies all the vendors who were participating, they were not really a very famous vendors, or they're like most startups, you can say, like not the big sharks or the big companies. They were not in this crypto expo that they made. So by echoing this and sending this into the world, they will bring more people, and this industry will be will be a revolution.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Like for now, for me to acquire a license, what do I
you
do?
have to wait first.
Okay.
You
Till
have
the
to
second
wait.
quarter. of the year.
Yeah, you have to wait
Yeah,
first.
but what's the use of this license if like I have it?
See, those licenses will help people or entrepreneurs, companies, startups who wants to provide crypto services.
Okay.
And also it came in the news that Dubai also will create a favorable regulated zone for crypto services
Okay.
in Dubai. So imagine this will definitely bring all the investors, if there is a big companies or big projects that is backing a crypto assets or a digital assets or a cryptocurrency, they will come and open a branch here, definitely.
Okay.
You know, because all of these regulated
So it's more of a way
licenses.
to make these companies and these processes more legit.
more legit, regulated,
Yeah.
controlled,
Safer
following
for everybody that
safer,
wants to work in that field now.
following standards that they are putting. Those standards they are bringing it one from the UK and other from
But this,
from other
at the end of the day,
countries.
doesn't defeat the purpose. I mean, this whole thing came up as in, a disruptive thing. Something that nobody is able to control. Nobody is able to, do anything towards. It's free. It's anybody can access to. Anybody can.
There should be a small or minimal
Order?
intervention from authorities in this in order for it to be safer, because
Okay.
people in
Tilted,
general
yeah.
they are hesitant to come into a new revolution,
So
And
that's their way of making it more safe to these people.
Yeah, exactly. And for example, if you look at the past 2 years, it was very difficult for us to get hold of cryptocurrency. It wasn't that easy, right?
Yeah.
For the last couple of years. But now, from a click of a button, you can purchase, you can trade, you can transfer, you can. It reaches a level where you can just add a wallet to an extension in your Chrome browser. So this only tells you how fast this industry is going.
Okay.
And if you're not believing in it, it's gonna be regulated. Eventually it's gonna come. It's gonna be something normal.
Okay. That's enlightening.
Yeah.
And moving on, Dubai's Museum of the Future is officially opening on the 22nd of Feb. Got anything for us regarding that? Kenzie?
Yeah, so the Dubai's Museum of the Future, the very famous building when you're coming
Yeah.
into
I just wanna
Suicide
say
Road.
Entering-
I just want to see how it looks at night.
It
I've
looks,
seen it one with the projection.
I've seen
projectors.
pictures,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
live. I just want to see it live.
but the building itself, by itself, is a piece of art. So and also
Who's the artist?
and also has already been named one of the 14 most beautiful museums.
لو
And
لسه ما فتحوا يعني.
that's
بس الناس ما
not
شافته.
even open. It's not even open.
But the architect of this
Yeah.
museum.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure who is.
No, I'm talking about the architecture of this museum.
He's an artist.
He's an artist.
He's an artist. Yeah.
So yeah, they mentioned that in this museum they will showcase varieties of plants that is growing in the region, like
I've seen a demo
plants.
of a video
Plants like-
of a
plants like,
space, somehow a spaceship or something. I don't
Yeah.
know, something that was flying, about to enter the.
enter the yeah.
the
I think,
museum.
that's I think
It
that's is it the real thing?
It's
I don't
real,
know.
building
yeah.
just opened up in the
No.
That's CGI,
there's,
man.
There's a space car somehow. This
Spaceship.
whole museum is
It's about
a
the future. It's about the
right?
future.
And it
Yeah.
showcases what's futuristic tech and all of that.
Yeah, but-
And in a way for them to demonstrate a demo just before the opening up,
Yeah.
there was a flying car
Flying
next to it.
spaceship.
Yeah, somehow I don't know what is it.
Yeah.
But, as in this is something to give
this
you
is for
as
the
a
future,
taste.
Okay.
What's there also in that museum.
Okay.
But it's something crazy. It's something great.
Yeah, and that's the purpose of the museum, that they are going to showcase a near future technologies, meaning technologies that does not exist in the current time, but we will be using in the future. For example, I'm expecting a lot of VRs, metaverse
Okay.
type of stuff.
No, and I'm expecting more like.
flying cars.
Flying cars and
adding that to
projectors and stuff.
more I don't know technical stuff
But,
than
yeah, VR and stuff. I mean, like
I don't know, but not VR or.
not VR. Hold that thought until we go there.
I'm sorry. Okay.
What's your
No, VR is a part of the future. But then I'm talking
you say-
about
you
other
say- you
technologies
say no
that
VR.
are going to be they're going to also focus mainly on other stuff, more than this, more other innovations.
Yeah,
than
for example,
just,
maybe you will find the new futuristic goggles that replaces the VR, which is a near technology type of stuff.
okay. Shit is
Something
scary.
just like
He's
a
talking
normal
about his field, anyway. What are you?
normal glasses instead of the VR, and
Google already did that, right? normal glasses that, or I think they're even contact.
Have you tried it?
Contact
before?
lenses?
Have you tried it?
No.
That's the
Shit is
museum.
scary.
This is where you're gonna
That's
find
where
it
you go and try it.
and try those type of stuff.
Great.
In a nutshell.
MashaAllah عليه. PR team. لحاله. Anything more to add, guys?
No, on my side, I'm cool.
Kenzie?
That's all. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, I know we did.
Before the audience, I guess.
No, it was this local segment was mainly sponsored by Kenzie this week, and I love to see it.
You love to see what?
And I'm sponsoring a
Oh,
whole
okay.
segment by you, يعني.
I'm not a talkative guy.
Yeah,
After all this, after giving the whole segment,
94 episodes later of him being talkative.
I don't know.
I like
I don't
more
talk
to
much.
stay by myself, and I don't talk. I like
I don't talk
peaceful
much,
life.
yeah.
But yo, I hope everybody out there enjoyed this week's episode from the Flamingos podcast, and I hope everybody out there have a good week and a good weekend ahead. Although I hope this month I'm loving February. There's more 7 days to it for it to be done. Something great. January was hectic. So alhamdulillah, you know, it was a very, very busy month for me on a professional level, you know.
yeah, for everybody, it was hectic.
Everybody stay safe. Have a wonderful time. To all the artists out there, keep crafting as you should.
Be real to your art.
Be real with yourself, yes, before anyone else. And yeah, love to everybody out there. We're not here to also start shit up with anyone, right? Beefs, no shit. It's all love at the end of the day.
He got threat.
I didn't get any threat. Fuck the shit. But yeah, it's all love. But you know, you just have to remind people every here and there. You know, like, hey, we've been here, done this, done that. You know, don't talk shit.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your own lane. You know, stay in your own lane, my guy. Stay in your own lane at the end of the day, right?
Okay.
Yeah. You ordered the Diet Coke. المهم. Love to everybody out there. This was the Flamingos podcast. This was episode number 94. And this week is our second anniversary week. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to the pod. And thank you to everybody out there that been tuning in with us week in, week out. Everybody that been giving us their reviews on our show. Everybody that is supporting the show itself. Round of applause to everybody. Round of applause to you. Round of applause to everybody out there that is watching, spreading the word. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to email us on our website. Don't forget to check out the website. Don't forget to keep streaming if you love the show. Spread the word. And this is how we flourish with you, because we're, you know, there for you also. You know?
And a special thanks for the day ones, the people who...
The day ones that been always there with us, watching the show. And any message that you have for the people that been, you know, with us for 2 years now?
Oh, it's just gratefulness and thanks, man.
Kenzie?
We are very thankful for all the support and more to come.
Inshallah. And with that, this was the Flamingos podcast. This is Iyad.
Kenzie on the mic.
And a whoop.
And peace!
We out.